Guys, I hope you can see me okay. I had to get out of my house and find a quiet place as usual, so I'm sitting in a car wash because it was the most shaded place that I could find. It is about 104 degrees today here in Kansas City, as I'm sure most of you can relate to. So anyway, this is my response video to KenzeRestricted. She, for her 100th video, posted sort of a tag game or something she wanted everybody to respond to, and I was looking for something kind of lighthearted. There's been a lot of very deep, emotional type videos lately, my own included, or at least my own internal thoughts. It's probably showing in my videos. So I myself had been planning to do a video about how you chose your screen name. So this gives me a chance to do that without having to actually do the video myself about that. So anyway, what is my name and my age? My name is April and I am 47 years old. What's my username and why did I choose that? My username is seemego2150, and I chose that with not a lot of thought for my YouTube channel. Originally, it was a name I had chosen for my Weight Watchers sign-in for my Weight Watchers online, and the Seemego to 150. And so that's where that originated. I randomly picked 150 at the time. I hadn't really expected, when I had been signed up with Weight Watchers, that I'd ever lose enough weight to even get somewhere near trying to figure out if I wanted to weigh 150 or not. But I thought 150 sounded better than Seemego to 180, which is what I actually was thinking in my head. So when I set up my YouTube channel, I was trying to think of a screen name, and so I carried that over, Seemego to 150. Doesn't necessarily mean that 150 is where I'm headed, but who knew that when I started, because I had no idea what this would turn into, that I actually truly would lose weight and one day actually want to be somewhere. So that's how that came to be. What surgery did I have? What program am I following, or what am I currently doing to lose weight? I had lap band surgery on July the 15th of 2009. So I just had my 2-year surgiversary. And I got to turn this on. 104 freaking degrees here in Kansas City today, so gotta have my air on. What program am I currently following? Well, of course, the lap band rules, which right now are hit and miss for me for various reasons. But I'm trying to watch my P's and Q's, let's put it that way, for right now. My highest weight, I never actually saw 300 on the scales, although I did see 299 point something, and that was enough to freak me out. That was sometime in the year prior to when I had my surgery, around the time that I started thinking about having lap band surgery. My day of weight surgery, I don't really remember what that was, but my official weight that I go by was 291.2. And that was right before I had surgery. I only had a 2-day post-op or pre-op diet, so let's just call it 291.2. That's what I measure everything against as far as my accumulative weight loss. And my current weight is 219 point something. That's not my lowest weight by far, but that's what it is right now. Where do I live? I live in the Kansas City area, on the outskirts, in a small rural area of Kansas City on the Missouri side. My occupation. My occupation is a little bit hard to describe. I work in the mental health field, and I have a lot of different roles within the mental health field, let's put it that way. I have a lot of employees over a large span of the state, so over 2,000 employees. And anyway, it's a complicated thing to try and explain. If you really want to know exactly what I do, just let me know. Send me a message and I'll describe it more in detail. What is my passion or my favorite hobby? Traveling is something that I absolutely love to do. I love to see people, different cultures, different foods. I particularly love the sand, the sun, and the water. So anywhere tropical is great. I've been to several places, including our Gulf coastal states in the United States, Jamaica, different places in the Caribbean, Nassau, just a lot of different places. Alaska is not on my list of places that I really want to see. At least it's not a priority, but it's somewhere that I'd like to go, but may never get there because I've got other places like St. Lucia, St. Thomas, Aruba, some different places. I need to hit the Pacific area too sometime and get out that way. Let's see. My relationship status is married. We've been married since 1987, so I think it'll be 24 years in February. And actually, to give you some details on my partner, it says we actually have been together since we were 16 years old is when we started dating. We didn't get married until after I graduated from college in '87. High school sweethearts. We walked together at graduation, and et cetera, et cetera. We have 4 kids. The oldest is a police officer. The next one is a nursing student, also working as a certified nurse's aide and med tech right now while she's going to school. The number 3 just graduated from high school, and we just enrolled him yesterday for his freshman year of college. And then we have a sophomore in high school. And they all live either at home or in the immediate area and see us still quite often. Some details about my partner. He works in the construction field and has for many, many years. Same age, and like I said, we graduated together and known each other our whole life. My BFF is, well, I have several BFFs. Some of them, my oldest BFF that I went to high school with is still a BFF, but my BFF is Nancy, and we've known each other for quite a while, years, like 100 years or something like that. We knew each other when we were growing up, and then in our young adult life, we lived on the same road and were neighbors. Our both of our third children were due on the same day. Our second kids were due within a week or so of each other, and she's my person who I travel with because my husband does not travel. There's another detail about him. He doesn't travel. We didn't even go on a honeymoon. He barely leaves town. He hates to shop. He hates to go anywhere. So anyway, that's who I travel with, is my BFF. My support system in my immediate family, like my household, they're supportive of me. No one's negative about it or gave me a hard time about having the surgery. They're all happy for me. My kids especially are proud of me. As far as my husband, to put it bluntly, he doesn't really care one way or the other. Occasionally, since I've lost some weight, he gives me compliments, but the same compliments he gave me before. So he wasn't interested necessarily in me losing weight, and he rarely makes a comment about it. He knows that I am careful about what I eat and how fast I eat, and if we go out to eat, that I'm only going to eat a little bit and blah blah blah. So he gets it, but he could care less. So he's supportive but not involved, to put it that way. Let's see. Extended support system. My brother and his wife both had lap band. He did before I did, and she did shortly after. He's lost about 300 and I'd guess 80 pounds, 380, I'm not sure, somewhere right in that area. We don't often talk. I talk to the YouTubers and my friends there more than I talk to him about things, but we do when we're together. We talk about certain foods, or this is a good food, this isn't, or high protein type things, etc., etc. At work, there's nobody else at work that's had lap band that I am friends with or that I know of. A couple people have had gastric bypass, and we talk a little bit, but there's a lot of differences there when you're comparing notes. My surgeon's office, my support group that meets there every month, and then my YouTube family. Those are my two biggest support groups right there. My favorite exercise would have to be, I enjoy walking, and I do sort of a walk run type thing. But even more so than that, I love the weight machines. I love to work my muscles, especially my arm muscles. So that would be my favorite. I'd say I'd love to swim, but that's really an exaggeration. I love to be in the water, but I can't say that I get a lot of exercise by swimming laps or anything like that. A random fact about myself. I'm the oldest of 5 kids, and my youngest brother was born when I was a sophomore in college. I got moved away by the time he was born. But I was home on the weekends and summers and things like that. Very close with all my brothers and sisters. Everybody in our family has been in the social service field in one way or another. My mom was a psychology major. My dad was a fireman for many, many years until he passed away in 2001. The brother directly under me was a fireman, paramedic, and worked in the emergency medical field until he retired, and he started his second career in fire equipment sales. My sister is a special education teacher, and my 2 youngest brothers are police officers. And then I told you what my kids do. So I think my number 3rd kid is going to go into computers, so I'm so excited that somebody else is going to go into something besides social services. What else about me? Random fact. Lived in this town most of my life. I had 5 years when I lived in the greater Kansas City area, 4 years at my college campus, and then the 5th year I was a nanny and lived with a family in Kansas, in Overland Park, Kansas. I can't think of any other random facts. Started working when I was 13. I worked my first job, well, that was babysitting, lots and lots of babysitting early on. And then my first job was when I was about 13 or 14. I worked at a little ice cream parlor in my town, and then I started working at the movie theater. And then my first real job after I turned 16 was in a pizza restaurant. And then I also worked at the grocery store, and I did both of those jobs simultaneously through high school and through college. And then the job I'm in now was my first real professional job after I graduated from college. And I have been at my job, it was 24 years. Hey, I think I'll be married 25 years in February, because I think I was on my job 24 years in July. So I've already been married 24 years, I think. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I've already been married 24 years. And been at my job the same time. I got married in February, and then I started my student teaching on that Monday. And then I also had some other practicum type things that I had to do. Graduated in May, and then started this job in July. Okay, I think that's it. And it was so nice to do something that was just a little bit fun. And thanks, Kenzie, for doing your 100th video like that. And congratulations, you look awesome. You're cute as a bug in both your personality and your appearance. Keep up the good work, everybody. And I will talk to you soon, because I am headed out to a movie now. Bye.